4. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in the comments section. For everyone who tried to join our live and wasn't able to see the magic that was to happen, is because Mark Zuckerberg is after my fucking head, and he does not want black women to be great. And I can't think of any other reason as to why we're having so many technical difficulties. It's Mark Zuckerberg, and it's always Mark Zuckerberg. But thank you for tuning in. This is the 2nd anniversary show. This is the very first time we've ever done it virtually because we are still following the rules and quarantining. I don't need no Tina, nor the Rona, Mornis Rona, nobody in her family. I don't want it in my body. And we have one more person who just joined. So thanks so much for joining us. We have an amazing lineup tonight. We're going to be doing some stand-up. We're going to be doing some storytelling. We're going to play a couple of games. And this is all for a great cause. Tonight we are raising funds for the Purple House Project. And before we even get the comedy and the games and everything else started, I want to introduce the founder of the Purple House Project. We are accepting donations on their behalf, so please make sure that you do that. There's going to be links and all those things included. Everyone, please say hello to Miss Christine Joy Brunson.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Nicole, for this opportunity. Purple House Project PA is a Delaware County-based nonprofit organization whose mission is to strengthen, empower, and transition women who are impacted by intimate partner violence. So we do a lot of collaboration with local nonprofit organizations in the area to help with the healing process for women who experience intimate partner violence. So thank you for this opportunity and for raising money for our organization.
Absolutely. So you told us exactly what the Purple House Project is. And I always love a good call to action. I want to be able to send people to send the shmoney. Like, where do they go to give the money? And are there any other projects or any other initiatives that the Purple House Project has going on right now that people can get involved in?
Yes, our most recent project that we're doing is around period poverty. And so what we're doing is partnering with a few local shelters in Philly as well as Delaware County and raising funds to provide feminine hygiene products, alternative feminine hygiene products too, because a lot of times the shelters in our city only receive donations for basic, either pads or tampons, but we want to give women an opportunity to get, diversify the menstruation products that they use. So if they want to use like period underwear, if they want to use pads, if they want to use like the Diva cup. So we want to give people the opportunity to use different opportunities. And then we're also raising awareness about like period poverty and like how that impacts women who are in the shelter and how like being in a shelter also impacts women who experience intimate partner violence. So right now we are working with a few local shelters to raise money as well as raise awareness. In the fall, we hope to do a letter writing campaign to talk about period poverty and send that to our local legislators to tell them how much of a problem this is and how we want to make some changes. So that's our biggest initiative that we're doing this year. We can be reached on social media, and our Cash App and PayPal are all Purple House Project PA. So if you would ever like to send monetary donations, you can send them those ways, or we also like volunteers as well as just support on social media as well.
So that was so many different ways that you can help out the Purple House Project. We met really randomly. I love the way we met because it was 100% like not the way that I meet people. I am mean in public. I don't talk to folks. I don't want no chit chat. I don't want any of that going down. But you're so sweet and so nice. You complimented me, which is always the way to get me to stop it up. You were like, "Oh my God, your head wrap is so pretty." And I was like, let me stop being terrible. Hi.
I just kept on trying to talk to you too. Like I clearly don't pick up on social cues. Like you, like I think you had like one headphone in, and I'm like, "Oh my God, tell me about your head wrap. How you tie it like that?" And you're like, "Oh my God." I've
been social distancing my whole life. So the fact that we are friends and that is purely because you're such an amazing person. And in the short time that we met, like just meeting on the street, I learned what you were about and the work that you do and your mission. I was like, we need to talk and be friends. And you've been on my radio show. We've collaborated on some of your projects. So it's always so great when dope people who are doing dope things and you can help them further the dopeness.
And we really appreciate it. We appreciate all the publicity you've given us. Thank you so much for emceeing our most recent Purple Path. I think it was the littiest one that we've ever had. So thank you so much for your energy and your comedy. And we're just so honored to like have a comedian in our back pocket. So I think that's like, I'm like, I know a Philly comedian. So basically we know celebrities. That's what I say all the time.
You know a Philly comedian for about 30 more minutes. This is the last night. I'm just kidding. I'm
gonna sign a petition for that too. Just kidding.
I'm kidding. Okay, everyone, please give it up for Christine. I'm going to be dropping all of this information and post about how you can donate and continue to support the Purple House Project. Black woman founded organization helping Black women and women all over the Philadelphia area. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So the way the show is set up, we're going to do a little bit of stand-up at the top, and I'm so excited to bring our very first performer on. I hope that she is ready. I hope that she's all stretched out. I hope that I'm waiting to see if she comes off mute and turns off her camera. Amazing. The very first performer that I'm bringing to everyone, I actually have not met in real life yet, which is a first. I usually meet the comedian first, but they are newer in the Philadelphia area and literally kept hearing this person's name all over the place. I don't go to mics anymore, but she's been tearing them up, and she's been featured recently at the local shows. So I want everyone to get excited for Zoe Dixon.
Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here in the midst of quarantine. Very happy to be living at home with my mom. What a time to be broke and to have like no skills whatsoever. Am I right? Yes, ladies, give it up for me. But one thing that I have been dealing with over like this whole quarantine is the fact that I like can't sleep because of like my Alexa Pro and stuff like that. Like it keeps me wired. Like I'll be wide awake. But I found this like yoga move that will like relax you into sleep, right? I'm about to show y'all real quick because I don't know. I started doing like the like white people yoga on YouTube, and I started feeling like real loose. So for like this yoga sleep, you basically put your leg out and you put your arm under here, and then you just
No.
So basically it relaxes you at night. It really centers you. It really like gets your chi all together, which is what I've been needing. But that's what happens with Alexa Pro. One thing about me though, when I was a freshman in college, what I would do was sell my Alexa Pro to freshman boys in my dorm because they think it gets them high, right? But it doesn't. It just kills your libido and makes it real hard to cry. So, joke's on them, huh? Yeah. But the person who kicked my face over there, that was my boyfriend. And he has helped me discover a new kink of mine. That kink is genuine kindness, affection, and respect.
Oh, that's so nasty.
You know.
Wait, I don't get it.
Oh my God.
So I no longer watch porn because of that. Instead, I just watch Chick-fil-A training videos. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. It's so fun.
Everybody, please give it up for Zoe Dixon. If you're just tuning in, you're not, because unfortunately this is not being recorded live. We had some. Thank you, Jamie. Only joke I'm telling tonight. We had some major technical difficulties with the system we were going to use and had to hop over to Zoom. So are y'all ready to keep this show moving?
Yeah.
Y'all are so dope. You don't understand. I took a whole like 10-minute cry session in between. I really did cry. But the next person is gonna make me so happy. I already know it. I absolutely adore this next performer. She's been on the show before. Killed it. We've been on a bunch of different shows together in Philly and New York and all over the place, and they're a bit of an Instagram superstar. You might have seen plenty of their videos. Definitely a Philly favorite. I want everyone, get your hands ready. Get excited right now. Everyone, please, please, please put your hands together for Miss TaTa Sherise.
Okay, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shut my room door. I just moved, so it's shit all over the place. Okay.
Okay.
I'm back. Okay, and I've been drinking some Henny Punch.
Yes.
Oh man, these times. If you don't know me, I'm TaTa Sherise. I had the name before I had the titties. You know. And I don't say that shit to brag. I really don't. You know, because for a very long time, I only got 3 bra colors: black, white, and that tan band-aid shit.
Right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But they just started coming out with colorful bras for bigger. So I've been a little excited. But during this quarantine, man, I'm just discovering new things about myself. You know, different ways to make money. Because I don't feel like I'm an OnlyFans type chick. Just in case this shit do let up, I can go back to being a comedian and nobody won't bring up my OnlyFans account. So I'm not going to go that low just yet. However, I did look up other ways to make money because I feel like you got to get really creative during these times. I saw something about, you know, foot fetishes. You can get paid for pictures of your feet. You know, I thought about that. I said, okay, it's just feet. But then I thought about it and I looked down. And I realized that my feet are not too kind. You know what I mean? See, if you think about my feet, let me tell y'all something about my feet, okay? Because, you know, bitches love to say, yeah, I got cute feet. You know what I mean? Every time a nigga asks me about my feet, bitch, I'll be like, huh? But let me tell you, let me tell y'all something. My feet, I got, like, okay feet. You know, they not fucked up, but they not gorgeous. They, like, right in the middle. You know? I got middle child feet. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do. You know, it's like my toes always got to stay done, if you know what I mean. You know how them people, you know, there's some girls out there who can get away without having their toes done. I just envy those bitches. You know, they could just go out there like, oh, it's just clear polish. You know what I mean? Like, let's let that white on there so it brings some brightness to my shit. Okay, bitch? Okay? My feet on, like, my natural feet, everything natural about me is wonderful, but my natural feet, honey, is not it. So I can't do the foot modeling thing or the picture thing. That won't work out for me. So another thing I discovered about myself, besides not adding another stream of income, I'm like, maybe I'm not that smart. But no, another thing I found out is the size of my clitoris is the size of a sweet pea. You know, I just, you know, because you got a lot of time with God nowadays. You know, there's a lot of time for you to, you know, get to know the Lord, really talk to him, you know, do your thing. So I had a conversation with God. I'm like, God, you made me real big and you gave me a sweet pea clitoris. You know? And then my girlfriend, and I said it out loud, but my girlfriend, she, you know, she's a more petite woman, you know, very petite, very tiny girl, you know opposites always attract, you know, my little to my big, you know. So my little girlfriend, you know, she cute, petite, little brown skin, beautiful queen. And she told me her clitoris is huge. I just was super shocked because her clitoris is so big that you can buy it a Tim boot. Like, that shit swings out. You know what I mean? You can put some Tims on that clit, honey. Tims on that clit. And I just wondered, I was like, wow, he gave her a big clit and gave me a little clit, you know? It's crazy. I always got to tell guys how to find it. But y'all, that's my time, y'all. I'm TaTa Sherise. Thank you so much for having me. What? Yeah, get y'all drink on.
Would y'all be mad if I made y'all redo this show live? Because, oh my goodness.
You want me to do that same set, honey? Because those are 2 new jokes that I'm trying to add to my set. So. Okay, it's the clip thing. Okay.
You clutched my
I'm going to tighten it up a little bit.
Oh my
God. Here we go. Yeah.
I got to still tighten it up.
Everybody, please keep it going for TaTa.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have a few. I need a moment because we've all been in the house, and I think I talked about this on another show about how the conversation with every single one of my friends is just going back to dick. Like, it doesn't matter what I call about. I just be, sick and shut in. Hey, girl, what's going on? How are you? Just checking in. And they be like, okay, how's your mom? And then it's like a 3-second pause, and it's like,
about that dick.
You getting some dick? You can, it's just like it's a secret. It's like you buying drugs and talking about making a shady transaction. It's like, where's the y'all? It's like I go to a new neighborhood looking for weed. It's like y'all know where the dick is.
Contraband in 2020.
So now I can't focus now because I'm thinking about dick. But thank you so much, TaTa. One more time.
Girl, I need some. I need some furniture by myself. I haven't been fucking the right people, bitch. I moved the shit in myself. You know what I mean? I'm like, girl, you gotta switch this dick up. You know what? They will not be into my new energy though. They will not be into my new space. Honey.
You better preach.
So the rule is if you didn't move a piece of furniture in here, you're not moving my ass across the bed.
So that's right. Now I got one more thing. I got some shit being delivered tomorrow, so we'll come see who helps with the bed.
All right. All right. So we're going to keep the performances moving right along. The very next performer I saw perform live all the way down in New Orleans, Louisiana, and pretty much was obsessed the moment I saw them perform, and then saw that they were doing all these amazing things over on the West Coast. I'm pretty sure they just won for the show that they had entered in the SF Sketchfest. They've also been featured on Fusion TV. The credits keep going and going, but I'm so excited to see their face one more time. She's shaking her head, but it's all true. Everyone, please put your hands together and get excited for our next performer, Luna Malbroux.
What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Oh my goodness, so good to see be on the show with so many Black women. I love it.
Yes.
Y'all are queens. Y'all are so beautiful. Y'all are so beautiful. Anyone during this quarantine, it's been stressful, like me looking at my own goddamn face on Zoom all the time because I don't know if anyone has this thing. I'm at the point where I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I look just like my aunties. You know, when you grow up, when you're younger, you look at your aunties and you're like, I hope I don't look that rough. And I'm like, oh shit, this is what I'm looking like. It's okay. They don't follow my shit. They won't hear this. It's fine. It's good though. I'm thinking of all the shit I miss. You know that I miss like a lot of petty shit. Like I miss overhearing conversations, like steak ass conversations. I miss that shit.
Right.
I think like maybe a month before quarantine, I was in a salon. I was in some whatever. I maybe get my nails done, and I overheard this woman talking to her friend, and she was just like, yeah, I told her the dress code was casual, even though it was fancy, because I wanted to be the best looking person there.
What?
And did you ever have that moment where you heard someone be such a bitch that you knew like you would be best friends with this person? I was like, I kind of fuck with that evil ass shit on the slip. Like, I respect it. Like, I'm glad I'm not that friend, but I'm like, I see you, you evil ass bitch. You know what I mean? Because I'm watching all these shows right now, and I know that I'm getting old because when I watch Disney movies now, I really relate to the villain. I'm like, oh shit, I'm the villain now. You know what I mean? Like, it's me. Like, I'm the one who's just like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Like, that's what basically when I look at Instagram, I'm like, who's the fairest of them all? And Instagram's like, not you, bitch. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, fair point. Nicole did share, I grew up in Louisiana. Louisiana is a weird place. When I was in 7th grade, my French teacher, Mr. Ozan, announced to the whole class for apparently no reason. He was just like, if you watch Xena, Warrior Princess, you're probably a lesbian because...
Well, that's news to me.
I know. I was like, well, damn, Mr. Ozan, I just found out some shit, you know? Because I was the #1 Xena fan. I would just love that shit. And I was like, well, now I got to think about this shit. And now I don't know French. I couldn't focus in class. I don't know French. The only words I know are like Solange, sur la table. That's all the shit I know. But I should have known I was a little queer because when I was growing up, I loved lesbian music. And I'll leave you with this. If you don't know what lesbian music is, it's any song. It doesn't matter what the melody is. It doesn't matter what the lyrics are. It all sounds like this. All right. I got my little ukulele for y'all. All right.
Work.
It all sounds like this. I am a lesbian, so this is how I sing. I do not care about my looks. I am a lesbian. This is how we all sing. Because we are copying off Melissa Etheridge and Tracy Chapman too. I love her. I also love you. I'm a lesbian. I'm a feminist. I don't care about my looks. Thank y'all. Y'all been so good.
That is my favorite song. Everyone, please give it up one more time for Luna. So this is the first time I've ever seen a black girl play a ukulele.
I know, right?
You just broke some serious records. Because I know at least 4 white female comedians who own a ukulele, and I never have the courage to ask where they bought it.
This is like this. It's like a Black History first. You know, like I got it on Amazon during quarantine because I was bored, and I'm like, we're all trying new shit, right? So I'm like, well, let me just try this shit.
And you killed it.
Did absolutely. That's gonna be burned in the back of my brain. I'm just gonna be doing this. I am a lesbian. Like you're not. It's a vibe. It won't be the first time that I've loved a song that didn't really fit my personality. So it's
Happens often.
Let's clap it up one more time for Luna.
Woo!
Man, this show is amazing, and y'all are dope as hell for putting up with me, and I really appreciate it. This is so fun, and I can't wait to edit this and share it with everyone. I hope that we are excited for our next performer. They look amazing. Their hair looks really good. You can't see it yet, but it's so amazing. You have seen her on Comedy Central, MTV, every major stage in New York City. I met them years ago when I was just a fledgling comedian, and she said, hey, you want to be on my show one time? And I was like, yeah. And I've been bothering her ever since. I want everyone to please get excited for our next performer coming to the spotlight. Put your hands together right now for Chanel Ali.
Yay! Hi, guys.
Hey.
I feel comfortable in this room, okay? Like, I can really let loose. Damn. I can't believe she said she knows 4 white female comedians that play ukulele. Come on, girl. We know way more than that. We know we know people in New York.
Yeah.
You know, we know a lot more than that. They love that shit. Man, Luna was dope. She doper than them. Yo, she's way doper than them. Like, she could do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm riffing a lot. I feel a little uncomfortable this new format. You know, us not telling jokes at a comedy club. Even having my hands free is very weird to me. It's very brand new. I usually have like a microphone, a mic stand, a drink, a cute bartender, like whatever. Just bring it all on stage with me. So now's the point of my set where I'm going to very casually reach off screen and then come back with a vintage mic, and then I'm just going to keep going. Like, I'm not really going to address it too much. It's hard to even think about what I wanted to joke about because TaTa Sherise's titties were so amazing. And then she had a shirt that had her name on it. I never had one of those. I feel like I've been missing out. Yeah. It's really hard to circle back to what anything else has happened to me ever in my life. I tell you what, you guys smoking weed?
Yeah.
Very high.
Yes.
Nice. I love it. I love it. I tell you, this quarantine has been hard on us weed smokers. It's been hard. I went to the store the other day, and now you got to be so much more responsible. I brought a mask, a backup mask, gloves, Purell, wipes, got all my food to the counter. Had no money. I didn't bring any money. Had no form of payment whatsoever. And then after that, I had to clean each food item and then put it back where I found it. Took a while. I came home with no food, but saved money. So maybe at the end of this, I'll be thin. I don't know. I'm trying to find the silver lining. I tell you what, I've been doing comedy for 7 years. And if somebody would have told me, hey, if you keep that up, You gonna end up in your boyfriend's parents' basement screaming at your cell phone. You know, I probably still would have kept doing it. I'm real stubborn, you know. But that's where I'm at. I'm in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. I usually live in New York City, but it was just getting too hot there, you know? It was getting crazy there. So we've been here for a couple months. I'm one of those people that carries an inhaler in my purse every day. Some people like to call us thugs. I like gangsta, you know, that's just me. But yeah, I just didn't feel safe, so I had to get out of there. A lot of people in New York were not social distancing. They just weren't listening. It was crazy. They were at the parks, holding hands, acting like they were in love. I was like, your life is in shambles. You don't know anything. And it really got me thinking about the government. It really got me thinking about chemical warfare, you know? Like, why don't we have some type of sophisticated bomb that we could drop on a crowded park and then boom, everybody takes a nap. We drive around to the individual bodies, pick them up, take them back to their houses, tuck them in their beds, put a note on their chest that says, don't fucking leave this house again. I'm just spitballing. Here's another scenario. We drop a nap bomb. Boom, everybody takes a nap. We drive around to the individual bodies. We tie their shoes together. We leave. All right. Intuitively, I can feel I lost some of y'all on that second one. And that's okay. I can tell that y'all just care about tax-paying dollars. Y'all just care about that a lot more than us other people. But, you know, I've been watching a lot of movies. Y'all watching movies?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of really calm, chill, disaster movies, like natural disaster movies.
Wow.
Just keeping the vibe. I'm just keeping the vibe. You know, I like them because in Black households, we repurpose those natural disaster movies and we just call them white people crazy movies. That's just what those are called. You guys know the ones I'm talking. I'm talking Dante's Peak. Talking all the ones with sharks.
Yes.
I'm talking Twister. You guys remember Twister?
Yes.
It stars a young Helen Hunt. Very suspicious. How they pull that off, you know? The movie opens on Helen Hunt trapped in the basement with her mom and her dad in Oklahoma. Tornado comes down, takes her dad away. Does he die? We don't know. Maybe he moves out of Oklahoma, starts a tech company. We don't know. What we do know is the final moments of his life are spent trying to relax the cellar door to save his family. The camera zooms in. We see the cellar door is only closed with one of those slidey metal bathroom style locks. That's all he had. That's all he had to protect his family. Of course, he didn't come back. And then Helen Hunt grows up and she's like, I'm going to avenge my father. I'm going to find the tornado that did it. And I'm going to stab it. Which is not at all how tornadoes work. But in this movie, she's like a tornado scientist. She got a team of people following her around, probably a 401k. It's like the most white privilege job I ever saw. And the whole movie is about how she's chasing a tornado while her husband is chasing her because he wants a divorce, which is only something that happens in white people movies. If two black people are married and one says, hey, I think we should get a divorce, y'all both getting divorced. We're not going to chase each other around, talk about paperwork, trying to get our attorneys on the same conference call. We just not together no more. So they're gearing up. They're going to chase a tornado one last time. Unfortunately, at this point in the movie, the wind blows. And in the final scene, Helen Hunt's bangs fly back. And we are blinded by forehead. I mean, we lose character development, plot points. I can't even tell you how the movie ends.
Her forehead.
I'll have you know, I told this exact joke in a room where Helen Hunt was seated to my right.
Oh, shit.
It destroyed. She was not amused. She didn't like it. But, you know, that's my life's work, I think. All right. You guys have been great. This has been my afro. TaTa, Sherise's titties. Bye.
Bye, Chanel. You were lovely.
Thank you.
Everybody keep it going for Chanel.
Chanel, that was amazing
Absolutely.
and hilarious.
Thank you.
So, As promised, this is not over. We have one more segment to the show, and it is a little game that I put together. This is a drinking game, so I would recommend that if you are drinking, you refill or have a beverage handy. The game that we are playing is called Never Have I Ever Bingo. The way it works is pretty simple. Take a look at the board. I'm going to call your name, and hopefully you have a story that you can tell. Zoe, you're up first.
So just one of the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with been bullied.
Been bullied. Tell us about it. What's your story, girl?
It's sophomore year in college, Temple University. One of my very good friends is part of like the African Student Alliance, and she invited me to one of their parties, even though I'm not African. So right off the bat, I was an outsider, and they all knew it. So I was like really awkward, really nerdy in there, but I was also tore up. Like I was real drunk, and I was visibly drunk, but I was enjoying myself. So these two guys stood up and said, "Let's make a skit for YouTube." And everybody was like, "A skit?" And they were like, "Yeah, let's do a skit about a party that somebody brings a stranger to that nobody likes."
No.
And then I was like, "Oh." So then one leaves out, they leave out, mind you, they're twins. They come back in, and then they start reenacting what I did in the party, which was grab a blunt and a drink. So then they stop the skit and go, "You know what would make this skit better? Some glasses." So then they put glasses on and reenacted it. And I stood up and said, "This is about me, isn't it?" Because I was real drunk, but I didn't catch on. And they were like, "No, it's not about you." Then my friend started cursing everyone out, and then I left.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Damn.
That's really
That's
fucked
so
up.
fucked up.
Do you want to send a special fuck you to anyone in particular
Yeah,
at Temple
okay.
University? No one? You know, shout outs? Because we'll do it
Temple
right
University?
now.
We can name some names, man.
Name them.
Name
I'll
'em.
follow
We got
them.
the time.
I went to Temple. I went to Temple.
Me too.
You
I'm
went to
a
Temple?
alumni.
Oh my gosh. When did you graduate? I'm still in Temple.
2010.
Oh, snap.
She out.
I had to think about it. I was like, damn, when did I graduate?
Zoe, I knew you were young as soon as you started talking about making YouTube skits at a party, but
22. I'm 22.
last thing I'm doing is doing anything involving YouTube at a party. But that sucks. You don't want to say fuck you to anybody. For the record, you're good.
Yes. Fuck you to the Boulder Twins.
Oh, sorry, Zoe.
Fuck
Go
you
ahead.
to the African Student Alliance. Fuck you to the Nigerian students of Temple.
Boom. That's on record. And I live close to Temple, so it's on site. I don't even know who I'm fighting. But because that's how we get down. Everybody, that was amazing. Thank you. And you took a drink. Zoe, that was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Up next is going to be TaTa. Where you at, boo?
I am right here. Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
we can hear you and we can see you. So you can see the board. Never have I ever bingo. Now,
Okay, so I have to
story.
choose something I did not do, right?
But no, you're
Something
gonna
that you have done.
boom.
That I have done. Okay,
Yeah.
yep. I'm high. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh man. I've done so much shit.
One of these colors not done.
Oof. Oh man.
Fast, you just
Give
gotta
me a
take a
second.
shot and you're down a point.
Man, I've done some shit. Oh God. I had sex in public.
Oh, that.
I had sex in public. I see that. Okay, so I just go on with the story.
Let's do it.
All right, yeah, I definitely got it popping in public. But let me tell y'all something. When I say public, I don't mean public, as far as it wasn't like it wasn't daytime. To me, daytime is public. Nighttime is you see what you see or you don't what you don't. You know what I mean?
That's some country shit.
Nighttime, I don't count nighttime as public. nighttime is, oh, niggas should be minding their business. You know, that's what nighttime. I still feel like I feel, you know, it's more secluded at night. So it was nighttime. It was at a pool, right by. Okay, so you know how they have like this weird ass place at a pool place where nobody goes in there. It's like you don't know if it's like a little building. There might be a generator in there or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we went behind there, and I bent it over and I took that ass up a little bit, you know.
Oh.
I was feeling a little frisky. At that point, I knew he wasn't gonna be my boyfriend. I mean, there's no way to respect me after this. You know, like this is only like date number 2. You know, I was like, this is date number 2. We just gonna keep it pushing because I'm definitely not gonna be able to have an argument with you later about I want respect. You know, like man, you took that ass up 10 hours after I met you. You know, so that's my public sex story.
I feel like that almost counts.
Get it, TaTa.
That's with a stranger.
Oh,
Hooked
she
up
said it
with a
was the
stranger?
second date. So
Oh, damn. I mean, well, because I did know him for 2 days
10 hours.
around that point.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's
That's why I know that,
respectable
because
to me.
I was bad debating whether that went in that category or not.
That's
you
what's
know.
up. It's 20. I don't know when this happened, but it's like a new day and like nothing matters. So
It happened 2 weeks ago. It's like, no, I'm
It
playing.
happened 2 weeks ago. Number one.
No, it was a couple years ago.
No,
Look at his face. Somebody said, oh, shit. Wait, no, it was a couple years ago.
That
Years
was
ago.
awesome.
I blame everything on college. Anything whorish that I've done, I'm like, oh, it was college. You know, I do what them white bitches do, okay? Right?
Yeah.
It was college.
I blame my whole
Train.
life
It
on
was college.
college.
I ain't had no train. I'm playing.
You're right about that one. All right, Luna, have you had a chance to take a look at the board?
I've taken a look. I have a story around meeting a celebrity. First, I just want to say, TaTa, date number 2, tune it up. That's quite respectable. I'm just like,
That's respectful to me.
I'm like, that's so respectable.
It's like you know what you want. It's like you know what you want.
Yeah, that's what. It's 2020 now. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to play these games no more. You know, you can do what you want to do. Also, don't get me started on that. Okay, can I just ask a question before I go into the story? Like,
Absolutely.
thinking about all the, like, I was always so cautious about safe sex, you know, because I grew up in the 90s. Like, safe sex. I'm super cautious, and I was like, but now if like touching some groceries can get me killed, I'm like, I'm about to hop on some raw dick. I mean, am I telling what to think
At this
about?
point, honey.
If groceries if touching a handrail can take me out, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be the only person thinking this. Like,
Oh my
damn. You know, like, anyway, so that's just a thought for a thought. Anyway, I met a celebrity. Now, because of some of your references, especially you, Zoe, like, I can tell you're young. So years ago, I met Anthony Anderson. This was Anthony Anderson before Blackish. We were at a party in New Orleans. He was doing this show in New Orleans. And I think I was an extra or some shit. And I was there with my friends, and they were so excited to meet him. And like, my homegirls, they went up to him. They tried to meet him, but he like played it. He was very rude. He was very rude to a couple of them. So they came back and they told me like, oh, I tried to meet Anthony Anderson and he was rude. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I was looking cute. All right. Like, I was just imagine, you know, I'll stop my video. So that's
Yes.
all right. So imagine that. I was looking cute. I came up to him. I started flirting with him. We started talking, and, you know, he was kind of checking me. He was like, oh man, you know, you're cute, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just realizing you're a celebrity. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you. And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, Ruben, right? Ruben stuttered? Aren't you stuttered? And he was like, you ain't shit. He was like, he told me, he cussed me out and he was like, bitch, you ain't shit. And I'm like, you ain't shit. And look at him now. He's on a successful TV show. and I'm doing comedy in my friend's house.
So
every now I'm like, was Anthony right? Did he like cuss me? You know what I mean? Like, will never succeed.
That's hilarious.
Anthony be in his trailer like, yo, remember that chick?
He do, but
what
in
happened?
his trailer getting lined up, getting a little edged up, talking about that fucking bitch. You knew who I was. She knew who I was. He seemed petty. He seemed petty. I don't know, but he seems like
he's petty. He's a petty.
I don't know personally, but he does seem kind of petty.
He plays Dre way too well on Blackish. I think that's his real
personality.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, and that was a great way to even the scales. Anytime you meet a celebrity, just call them like.
Down the peg.
That's how you do a power play. That's how you do it. That is the end of our segment. Never have I ever bingo. I hope you guys have fun. Did y'all have fun? Did y'all have a good time?
So fun.
Yes.
All of you are absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough for rocking with me tonight. But I had a good ass time. I think I said it earlier, but this has been like, it's always rough being a Black person, but this week has felt extra just shitty and extra long and extra just not great. and depending on where you work or what you do, it's been especially hard if you have fucking crazy white people on your timeline. It's been extra stressful. So being able to sit down with y'all and kick it for an hour has been phenomenal. I love all of you. You are so talented. For those who are going to be watching later, please make sure you follow and like all of these performers. We have a beautiful graphic with all of their names and their contact information and their Venmo, so you can definitely pay it forward. And please make sure you support our community partner, the Purple House Project. Christine Joy Brunson, thank you for hanging out with us. Donations will go to the purplehouseproject.org/support. Again, they're an organization that helps support women who are victims of intimate partner violence. Intimate partner violence. So we're partying with the purpose. Y'all are so dope. Thank you so much, and enjoy your Friday.
Thank you
so much for having us, girl.
Thank you. See y'all later.
This was fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.